Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty interesting news to go and cover over here because it does actually kind of seem like a lot of these PlayStation 5 consoles do seem to be actually selling out a little bit quicker than we'd actually be expecting. So I want to go and talk about this a little bit because I think there's been a little bit of more of an additional hype coming out when it comes to stock, when it comes to restocks, when it comes to consoles, when it comes to everything. And it kind of actually went to show that pretty strongly as of today. So let's go talk about that as a quick little late night video, little late night topic as well. So if you guys all have had a good week so far. We've had a pretty intriguing week so far, although a little bit on the quieter side, I would say, in terms of restocks, but there still was some big retailers, some in-stores, and all of that, which is nice. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about over here, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below. We have the giveaway link down below, Twitch link down below if you guys want bonus entries too, and a few other little various things too as well. So I want to say I appreciate you guys all so much for watching, and hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and let's dive into the video. So in case you guys did go and miss it, as of earlier on today, there was a public PlayStation, or there was a private PlayStation 5 invite that had some exclusive access coming on over here for October 14th. But then as well, we also did have a public one that happened right after. But the one very intriguing kind of topic of this video is that the PlayStation Store actually sold out by the end of today already. So you guys are seeing this video probably around 9 o'clock or so. It's been out for a little bit. Basically, as of right now, all the PlayStation 5s are actually sold out on the PlayStation website. So if you guys want to go and check out these over here, this one and like today's normal drop or whatever was more so mainly pertained for the PlayStation 5 Disc Edition, which is also kind of surprising too because there was like a pretty good solid like 2 months or so, give or take, like maybe a few weeks, where pretty much everything was these PlayStation 5 Horizon bundles. Target, this, Best Buy, this, even the PlayStation Directs, even had a few multiple days. We had like a week, I think, at one point almost, of the Horizon Forbidden West console still being in stock, which I think is phenomenal, and I think that's great. But I think one of the biggest things out there is, funny enough, the stock is actually kind of going pretty quick, and it's almost a little bit exciting for me who's been making the videos, but obviously I'd rather you guys just have your console so I can go and take a day off and chill and, see my family, just for the first time ever. That's a lie, I saw my family literally like 20 minutes ago, but when it comes to this, it does seem like these stocks are going quicker. As I mentioned, we have the individual email invites, and those usually kind of go pretty good. They're kind of like, subsidized, they have a set number, and Sony's kind of on top of doing the deals, like they know the stock. But then as they went and did their public queue right after, like I said, we've sometimes been seeing these drops that were up for like 2, 3, 4, 5 days. And I'm not sure if it just means more folks are like intrigued on the PlayStation Direct. And they kind of like, I made a lot of videos on it. I've seen more tweets about it. Maybe more articles as well have finally come out. Because for some odd reason, this always seemed like underground. I even had folks sometimes asking me like, hey, is the PlayStation Direct legit? Hey, is the PlayStation Direct doing all right? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, it's literally PlayStation. It's like direct from PlayStation. It's the PlayStation Direct. It's probably the safest place to get your console. But for some odd reason, maybe because it's like an abnormal system compared to like Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, some folks actually were kind of concerned. They're like, hey, is this actually like good? Is this like an actual real thing? But nowadays, as we've had a lot more of these drops, or maybe people are just getting hyped up for consoles and games coming out soon, you know what? Maybe that's a big reason why it's actually selling out quicker. Now, there also might be a thing that maybe just the stock was smaller. Maybe there's like a little mini, like halfway drop, or maybe just because there wasn't like the 4 other options, like the digital Horizon or normal Horizon. Maybe then they just sold out even quicker, just because it was like all lumped into one. So instead of like 25,000 each, and they're kind of like, well, I'll kind of wait and see which one I want. First, like they're all in the same one. It's like, that's my only option. Let's go and buy. There's also maybe that possibility too. But it's kind of crazy because, as I've mentioned, we had like a good solid month where stock was kind of like chilling. Stock was like, it was pretty easy. But now it does kind of seem like we're getting a lot more sold out. It's a lot more stock just moving like way quicker. Now, this could be maybe for a few things, and it's kind of what I was kind of warning some folks about the past month or so, is that maybe we're getting into both the holiday season and as well, maybe we're getting into the God of War season. So as you guys probably saw, there was like a lot of tweets, announcements. We know God of War is going gold, and that's like probably one of the most sought after game on the PlayStation console. Maybe Spider-Man if you want to debate on it, but I'd probably say God of War is probably number 1. So now with that game coming out, confirmed, going gold, we're seeing bundles now being prepped up for it, the controllers, and all of that. This also was up on PC not too long ago. Maybe people are now getting their second win now on trying to get their consoles. Now, that's why I kind of think a lot of this will die down a little bit more whenever it dies into, January 1st. Like, you get both God of War done, people play it, people enjoy it, people watch it on YouTube or Twitch or whatever it might be, and then they don't have to worry about it. Like, they already played it. Like, so they got their console, or they paid a little extra for consoles, or did a console bundle, or whatever they did, and that basically means they're locked in. So that's just one less other customer you have to worry about. But then the part two of that is also, when it comes to this stuff, is that, well, maybe it's just the holidays. We're getting close to November, and I usually think, and you guys can maybe give me your thoughts and comments down below, usually around November 1st is when things start getting a little bit more spicy. That's because people are like, okay, it's getting cold outside, okay, the holidays are coming, okay, Halloween is over, so what are the next two big holidays? If they celebrate Christmas, like Hanukkah, whatever, and as well Thanksgiving, but that's just eating food, so it's whatever. You don't have to give presents. But I think that's another big thing, is that usually November 1st is like where, I know in my family, we try to get that Christmas stuff up pretty quick. Like, our family likes Christmas. so like, that's like November 1st, we get the Christmas music going. We're hearing that up in retail, which if you guys are in retail and you guys have to hear that 24/7, I want to give you a hug. I'm so sorry. But then you have like that in the back of your mind. You have like people getting back into Christmas grooves. You've been hearing folks saying that the PlayStation 5s have been really hard to find these past few years, which is still true. I mean, literally, look, this is out of stock in only like a few hours for everything. So it kind of goes to show that there might be like a big resurgence. And I kind of think it will, just based on how the last two holiday seasons have been. Ideally, it won't be as hard to find as all the other times. Like, please, please don't be as hard to find, please. But when it comes to that stuff, we have God of War, and then I'll probably go and hype up for a while, especially if it's good. I'm sure game reviews will say it's fantastic, and people will be like, oh my god, we need to get this. But as well, if everything else, like holidays and stuff all combined, it might, like I said, might go and have a nice little supply and demand switcher off a little bit over here. So I just want to let you guys all know that if you guys see some of these bundles or prices, it might be worth it to sneak it, unless you don't mind waiting until like January or February. If you guys are Christmas shopping, I think in my opinion, it's probably worth it to try to snag some good things too, especially if it's a non-bundle, mainly because we know bundles go pretty quick. But even to tie into what I've been saying in this video, sometimes even these Anton-line bundles are also going pretty quick too. Like, these are actually all sold out, and these are all literally bundles with like extra added stuff, like extra controllers, their Horizon bundles, and everything else. So I just kind of think like we might have a resurgence of popularity and people trying to get their consoles, maybe more botters and scalpers too, as prices kind of maybe go up on third-party markets. So just make sure if you guys see a deal or get a console, or if you guys are subscribed or whatever, try your best to be on top of stuff the best you guys can. But like I said, I think after January it'll probably calm down, I think pretty much, or almost be done. So we'll let you guys know how that plays out. But give me your thoughts and comments down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the signups. We have the Target links too to check your stores, and of course the Twitter giveaway too, so enter that on in. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place. We have a lot more videos all throughout this weekend, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place.